Get out the
You might
sleds.
get out
Sometimes
the
we have to
sleds.
find
Sometimes
the
we have to
sleds
find the
when
sleds
winter is coming,
when winter is
because we
coming,
might want
because
to
you
go
might want
sledding
to go
or what is
sledding or
sometimes
what's
called
sometimes called
tobogganing. So
tobogganing.
you might
So
go
you
and
might
get out
go
the
and get
sleds
out the sleds
so that they're
so
ready
that they're
to
ready
use.
to
By the way,
use. By the way,
sleds don't
sleds don't work
very well when
very
they're
well
warm.
when they're warm.
So we often
we
keep
often
our
keep
sleds
our
in the
sleds
garage
in the
where it's
garage
colder or
when
even
it's colder or
outside.
when even
Because
outside.
a warm sled,
Because a
when you
warm
put it on
sled,
the
when
snow,
you put it
just
on
melts
snow,
the
it
snow
just
and it
melts the
sticks.
snow and it sticks.
So we often get the sleds out early so they're ready to use. By the way, sledding is when you slide down a hill on the snow on the sled. It is a lot of
a
fun.
lot fun.
You might find your
You
skates
might find
if
your
you're someone who
skates.
likes
If
to
you
skate.
can
You might get out your
skate, you get
skis.
out
You
your
might get out
skates.
your
You get out
skates.
your skates.
We have skates
We
that
have
we keep
skates
in
that
our
we keep in
basement
our
in
basement
storage.
in
So
storage.
in the
So
fall
in the
and
fall
late
and
fall,
late fall,
when winter is
when winter
approaching,
is,
we will find our
you'll find your
skates.
skates.
Sometimes it's hard to find because
I share
my skates with my son. So I have to figure out who used them last and where they are. You'll need to prepare to leave early, or you'll need to start to leave early. What this means is that when winter comes, it takes longer to get to work because you need to drive slower. So yesterday, I drove about 70 kilometers an hour on my way to work. The speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour. And usually I drive 90 kilometers an hour. I drive a little bit faster than the speed limit. But when it starts to snow, when the road starts to get a bit of snow and ice on them, you need to slow down. Sometimes I can only drive 50 kilometers an hour on my way to work. If it's really snowy, if it's hard to see. So you need to prepare to leave early or be ready to leave early for work. For the whole winter, you need to start setting your alarm earlier because you need to clean off the car. You need to start the car, and then you will need to drive more slowly on the way to work. If you have a generator, you might want to fuel up the generator. Sometimes really bad storms. So sometimes it's a good idea to be prepared for a power outage. If the power goes out, if there's no electricity for a day, you need a generator in order to warm your furnace and to run heater and to keep your house warm. Always good to fuel up your generator. So this depends on the type of tap you have, but you might want to turn off outside taps. Outside taps are interesting because this is an outside tap. When you turn it, the mechanism is on the inside of the house where it's warm. That's how an outside tap works. So you don't really have to turn them off. I guess that's a bad way to describe it. You have to make sure there's no hose connected to it, and that part that goes through the wall can drain freely. Hopefully I explained it that well, and you can understand what I am saying. So you need to drain everything. If you have any garden hoses outside, you should drain them. Garden hoses outside, you should drain them. If you have a bird bath, you should empty it. If you have anywhere where water can freeze, you should take water out when you're getting ready for winter. Because water, when it freezes, it expands. So if you have a cup of water and you freeze it, there will be more ice when it's frozen than there was water. And that is very destructive. Water can break things very easily. Water is very strong when it freezes. It turns to ice and it expands. It can break baths. If you have a water pump outside with water, it will break the steel. It will break everything. Water, we drain everything. So drain means to take the water out of it. You should put away your patio furniture, and you should clean up the yard. Once it starts to snow, it can be quite a mess. Snow is beautiful, but there are certain things you do not want to have outside. So this is outdoor furniture, or what we call patio furniture. And there's even a barbecue on the far side there. You want to put away your patio furniture, or at least
cover
Some
it.
people have
Some people
special
have
covers
special
for
cover
their
for
furniture.
their furniture.
And you'll want to do this
And
for
you
a
wanna
couple
do this
reasons. One, it will get
one
covered in
because
snow.
you get
And
a bit
two,
of
it might
snow,
blow
it
away.
might blow
Like,
away.
it gets really windy.
It gets really windy in the winter.
You also want
You
to
also
clean
want to
up
clean
your
up
yard.
your
Let me
yard.
check the focus here. We're all good. You don't want to
You
leave
don't
things
want
out
to leave
in
things
the
out
winter
in the winter because
when it snows,
when it
they get
snows,
covered.
they get
So
covered.
if you
So
leave
if you
a
leave
shovel
a
on the
shovel
lawn
on
and
the
it
lawn
snows,
and snow,
and then you're out
out
running
running
with your dog, you might step
you might
on the
step
shovel
on the
and
shovel
trip.
and trip.
So it's a good
So
idea
it's
to
a good idea to
clean
clean
everything
everything up
so that your
so that
yard is
your
nice
yard is nice and tidy
and ready
and ready
for
for
winter.
winter.
Always fill up.
Always
This is
fill up.
something you
This is
should
something
do
you
if
should
you
do
know
if you
bad
know
weather is
bad
coming.
weather is coming.
So in the
So
winter,
in the winter,
something that's
something
different
that's
than the
different
summer.
than the summer.
I don't often let my car get all the way
to
empty.
empty.
Often when it's
Often
just
when
below
it's just
half
below
or when it's
half
at a
or when
quarter
it's
tank,
a quarter
I'll
tank,
fill
I
up.
will fill up.
Because you don't
Because you don't
always
always know
when
it's going to snow again.
And more
And more
importantly,
importantly,
you don't know if
you might get stuck.
Either maybe you go off the road or you're in a
or in a
traffic jam.
jam.
And if you're doing that for a long period of time, you have to
you
keep your
have to
car
keep your
running
car
to
running to
stay
stay
warm.
warm.
So it's not,
So it's
I don't know if
not, I don't know
everyone
if
does
anyone
this,
does
but
this,
I
but
keep my
I
cars
keep my
full. Like
car
if it's half a tank,
full.
I'll fill
Half a
up.
tank I'll fill up.
Especially if I
Especially
know bad weather is coming.
the bad weather is coming.
You need to wear layers. You can see I'm
You need to
already
wear
doing
layers.
that. I'm wearing 2 layers. When I put my coat on, I will have 3 layers. The best way to stay warm in cold weather is to wear layers. So when you're getting ready for winter, you will probably look for an extra t-shirt to wear underneath. Sometimes I'll wear 4 layers. I'll wear a t-shirt, a shirt with a collar, a sweater, and a coat when I go outside. When you wear layers, you stay warmer.
You stay warmer.
Just it's kind of a funny thing that people might not understand. But if you wear a t-shirt, another shirt, a sweater, a vest, and then a coat, you will be really warm. The layers will keep you warm. So when you wear layers, this guy, it looks like he's wearing 1, 2, 3. He's probably wearing at least 4 layers of clothing. That will really help him to stay warm. Getting ready for winter, you need to make sure you have the clothes you need to wear layers. By salt, this is a little controversial as well because it's not good for the environment. But salt will melt ice. So if you have a walkway in front of your house, if there's an area where you've cleared the snow away, but there's still ice, usually we will put salt on the ice to melt it. For some reason, salt and ice together, salt changes the freezing temperature of the water, so it will actually melt the ice. We do this a little bit on our front walkway. We usually put down some salt so that you don't slip and fall. So in order to do that, you need to buy salt in order to get ready for winter. Check to make sure the humidifier is working. A humidifier is an appliance that puts moisture in the air, puts water into the air. When you heat your home, the air becomes drier. It's just a natural process. So some people will have a humidifier so that they keep the air in the home more humid. And so you might want to check the humidifier to make sure it stays warm. You might want to change the furnace filter. The furnace is again the appliance that heats your home. And if you have one that has air going through it, there's usually a filter in it. In order for the furnace to work correctly, you should change your filter. You should actually do this a lot more often than you might realize. We usually change ours every 6 to 8 weeks. But yes, you should change the furnace so the furnace runs properly. And then test your smoke alarms. So you should make sure they have fresh batteries in them and make sure they're working properly. Because you are going to start heating your home, that means somewhere in your home there is a flame, like a furnace burns gas. A wood stove burns wood. You are using fire of some form to keep your house warm. So you should make sure that your smoke alarm and your CO2 detectors are all working properly. Fire detector, make sure you do that. And then when you use your winter wipe, you can squirt washer fluid onto it. You should make sure you have winter washer fluid. Almost all washer fluid won't freeze, but winter washer fluid is even better. So this one goes down to minus 34 Fahrenheit. So that's really cold. This will not freeze. So it just is a good idea to have the right kind of washer fluid in your car. And then make sure you have flashlights and batteries. Sometimes in the winter the power goes out and it's hard to see in the dark.
It's hard to see in the dark.
In most countries that experience winter, it's also the time of year when the days are the shorter and the nights are the longest. Right now, at quarter to five in the afternoon, it starts to get dark here. By quarter after 5:30, it is dark. And then it doesn't get light out again until 6 in the morning or something like that. It's a very dark time of year. It's a time of year where there could be storms and the power might go out. So it's always a good idea to have flashlights and batteries. Most of the time we just charge our phones.
Check our phone though.